What's up everybody, welcome back to another video. So today we have the Spring of Sorrow and Annhilus boss, and those are the three objectives you have to use, the champions you have to use for those objectives. So the first one is a cosmic being an offensive damage over time, then it's a cosmic with offensive burst, and then an X-Men. So now we are gonna move to my stream here. So this is with my first, this is the offensive burst. So I used Serpent. He is probably the best because in this fight there is actually heal block, but Serpent is immune to heal block. So basically when you get those armor breaks on you, those stifle debuffs on you, you're just gonna heal from them if you have Serpent. Now I don't know how many people have Serpent, but he is actually a ramp up champion, and this is a long fight, this is a million fight, so you want to go for your special 3s to actually double your charges. Every time you knock him down you get Furies. Once you have 16 of your charges, he does do a lot of damage. One thing to keep in mind though, this guy has buffed up, so you need to have 3 buffs on you. So you ideally want to use most of your specials when you have the power gain up, because you need 3 buffs to actually deal damage. So you're gonna see sometimes I use my special 2 and I don't deal too much damage or like at all because I don't have 3 buffs on me. Now there's also this annoying node where there's a 15% chance you get a stifle debuff on you, which then enables his unstoppable. So every time you see the stifle debuff on you, when you dex, he's gonna go unstoppable. Right here is gonna be an example where I deal 0 damage. You know, didn't time the power gain too well, but it's not too bad. So the stifle, it can stack as well. And again, when you dash, he goes unstoppable. If you're wondering how he goes unstoppable, once you have this debuff on you, see, I dash back, he goes unstoppable, and then it goes away. And I'm probably gonna do that again, see, and again. So those expire once you use your dex, but keep in mind he does go unstoppable for a little bit. Then there's another node where you basically have to parry his projectile hits, which means if you bait a special one, those first hits don't do anything, you can dex them, and then the last one you have to parry it because you take damage if you don't. Take like 10% of your max health, I believe, so for each hit. So if you push him to special 2, which you shouldn't do, it's just going to deal a lot of damage to you because it's a lot of projectiles, so and you can't really parry all of them. You're going to have to block some. So definitely, bait SP1s, try to either block or dex the first 2 hits. You can't get clipped. I'm probably going to show you me getting clipped as well, but you can block them. You just want to parry the last one. That is what you want to do. And then there's not too many things about this guy. The heal block is just amazing for Serpent because he's immune to it. He just heals so much in this fight. Just armor breaks, and those stifle debuffs are just so good for him. Like, I would have probably died here if I didn't have willpower because of the amount I've healed. And this is actually my rank 2 Serpent, but I am not using boost here. I am going to be using boost on my other fights. But right here, Serpent is doing amazing, even though I'm playing him not too well, not too properly, because I'm not dealing damage with most of my special 2s. But here I'm just trying to pause my power gain a little bit, hit him with the relic as well. There we go. Power gain is really nice because stifle reduces your offensive combat power rate. So with the power gain, you can get back up to those special 2s really fast. Right here, I'm going to wait for the Fury and then go for my special 2. It's going to break through his block. It's going to do some decent damage. We got 9 Furies. Look at that damage. Not too bad. 70,000 right there. Not too bad at all. Then I throw SP1. I'm thinking it's going to kill him, but he is actually immune to cold snap, so we don't deal too much damage. But it's not big of a deal. Basically need like one more hit and that's it. So that's our solo with Serpent. Now this is actually the offensive damage over time, and I am using Gore right here. This Gore is a rank 1 unawakened. I do use some boost a little bit, like 35% attack and 40% HP. And I also have a cosmic power boost because this guy does so much damage with his special 3s, so you want to like have it so you can get some power back. So the trick here is with Gore, you want to do some light anti-combos, and then before you get to the special 3, just do some medium so you can stack a lot of debuffs on him. He's not immune to anything, so you can play all 3. And then you want to throw a big special 2, and then once you have over 20 debuffs, you are going to be able to use a parry, and then power gain is going to shoot up to another special 3. So right there, that was 100k special 3. And then because I have over 20 debuffs, I can throw another special 3 right here, but I also want to bait his SP1 first. And look at this damage. Right now I have 31 debuffs. Look at this. 180,000, and we get almost a bar of power back from the power boost. So yeah, dude, like Gore is one of the best options. Once you know that, you know, the stifle dashback thing gives him the unstoppable, he is one of the best options, 100%, because Gore is also immune to heal block. So that means if you get hit, you are not going to heal from the debuffs, but you are going to heal from your own regeneration. So that's definitely one of the top options as well. And then lastly, right here, this is actually going to be like a miracle 3%, 4% clutch I did on stream, where I just survived for so long because you can actually parry his SP1, and because you get some massive block proficiency, you take 0 damage every single time if you don't miss a parry. And Storm X right here, she is actually awakened Sig 40, so if I'm below 14% HP, I basically have two of my phases, both of my phases, just permanent, which means I double my prowess, and I am using a power boost as well, a mutant power boost. And if you crit, you get some nice power back, you get those nice shocks, and yeah, she was doing pretty well for me. I feel like maybe the OG Storm is a little bit better. Professor X could be a little bit better as well. But dude, I was pretty happy with her performance. Like you're gonna see here, we're gonna deal some really nice damage. Even if you don't get crits, it's like 6% right there. You get some nice power back from the power boost. Then I throw a special one, because it actually does pretty good damage, because you generate prowess from each hit. And yeah, you can just keep going. You don't even need to like block or anything. And also another good thing about Storm X, when you parry with Storm X and you don't get the stun, actually, I'm gonna go into the next fight to show you. You're actually gonna see that when I parry, you get a passive stun. If you don't stun him with that parry, you are gonna get a passive stun. So this is actually a really good thing with Storm X. You need to keep in mind. And I think I made like a couple of mistakes in the next tries. Like I think I used like 2 or 3 revives in total, because I was just getting clipped by his SP1, unfortunately. And then I used like 1 revive with Gore and a solo with Serpent. So I'm pretty happy with how it went. Now let's jump into the best options for each objective. All right, so this is the offensive burst, as you can see right here. And those are the, sorry, this is not the Avengers. So those are cosmics. So the best cosmics, you need someone that is gonna get buffs. You don't want to go CGR because the opponent is immune to armor breaks, so he's not going to deal too much damage. Gallon is a good option, not too bad. Gamora as well, got pretty good damage as well. But I think the best ones, 100% Serpent, because you can just heal. It's just free willpower healing, just perfect. And I think the second best option is probably Odin. You know, Odin always has buffs on him. He does have pretty good damage. Like, if you can get those SP1s, he's pretty tanky with, you know, the block proficiency buffs and the armor up. So I think he is definitely the second best option after Serpent. And then I would probably say third best option, probably like Gamora, because she does have pretty good damage. Now, moving on to the offensive dot. So you only have 5 options here. You have Drax, Gladiator, Gore, Venom the Dog, and Vox. So immediately take away Drax and Venom the Dog. Like, you don't really want to use them, for sure. And then I would say Gladiator is just too risky for this kind of fight. Like, I'm sure you can use him, but, you know, his playstyle getting hit and all that stuff, you could lose your buffs. I think he can definitely work. I think that actually might be my option when I do this on my free-to-play, but I also have a Vox right there, so we'll see. But yeah, 100% best option is Gore, because you're heal block immune, and then Vox. And then moving to the X-Men. So I don't know if there's like a best option right here, but there are a couple of ones that work pretty well. I would say Professor X is really nice, because he can easily like keep over 3 buffs the whole fight. He does have a lot of damage, and especially with power boost. I would definitely recommend using mutant power boost for this guy, because, you know, especially for those mutants, you deal a lot of special damage, so it's going to help you. I think this guy is probably one of the best. I think Storm has pretty good damage as well, both Storms. And then potentially this guy. I don't know if anyone has this guy ranked up, but he can get like consistent parries with him, and the opponent is also metal, so maybe he's actually the top option for this. But yeah, you can also try like use Bishop. Bishop is going to get some nice prowess, extra prowess, because the opponent doesn't let you stun him, so you get extra charges. But keep in mind that he is immune to Incinerate, so that's why Bishop isn't like the best option. And also his regeneration buffs don't last too long, they only last for like 3 seconds. But yeah, man, that is it for the SOS Annhilus fight. I thought it was pretty annoying at first, but I had like probably the best option for 2 objectives, which is Serpent and Gore. So I didn't struggle too much. And then, you know, this fight, once you learn that the Stifle dashback gives him the unstoppable, once you know, intercept him a little bit, don't rely on parries too much because he can like fail them and also put stifles on you. I think he is actually a pretty fun and challenging fight. Like, I actually learned how to fight Annhilus myself today. So yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.